consciousness is usually associated with modernist novelists like Dorothy Richardson, James Joyce, Virginia Woolf, and William Faulkner in the first part of the 20th century. And the influence of thinkers and psychologists like Sigmund Freud, William James, and Henry Bergson can be seen on this technique. First, I will discuss for Lawrence Stern. Regarding Lawrence Stern, we can say something like stream of consciousness technique also occurs in the Richardson of in the novels of Richardson, Smollett, and Maria Edgeworth. But Lawrence Stern's Tristram Shandy is virtually the precursor of the modern stream of consciousness novel. So he used not as a whole but in fragments. But we can consider Lawrence Stern as a precursor as far as the modern stream of consciousness technique is used by the modern novelist. Now we will look at the important modern novelists who employed the stream of consciousness technique. First, I would like to go with Dorothy Richardson. Dorothy Richardson, the first modern novelist who employed the stream of consciousness technique consciously, was Dorothy Richardson. He wrote series of novels known as Pilgrimage. This series of novels presents the mental history of Miriam Henderson. Here, Miriam relates her day-to-day experiences and feelings with the outside world or people. That is very important as far as this technique, the stream of consciousness technique, is concerned.
And she was the first one.
Yes, and she was the first one.
She was the first one to use it.
Now, I would like to go for James Joyce. James Joyce, a prodigious creative mind, employed this technique in multidimensional novel Ulysses, one of the most famous. The action of the Ulysses covers one specific day in Dublin in 1904. Ulysses is also a parody of Homer's Odyssey. I would like to go for the examples from Ulysses. The example from Ulysses: quarter after, what an earthly hour, I suppose they are just getting up in China, new combining their pigtails now. Let me see, it can dozen off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What kind of flowers are these? They invented like stars. The wallpaper in Lombard Street was much nicer. Now we can say for Ulysses is one thing is for sure, that everything in Ulysses is almost stagnant. Everything was almost still until Mr. Joy is ready to go on the next. Now for William Faulkner, I will request Urvashi madam to go further.
William Faulkner is one of the well-known writer of this stream, like
Novel.
stream of consciousness novel. Let's read it. William Faulkner's The Sound and the Fury, 1929, which records the fragmentary and impressionistic responses in the minds of 3 members of the Compson family to the events that are immediately being experienced or events that are being remembered, and Virginia Woolf's The Waves, a complex novel in which 6 characters recount their lives from childhood to the old age. Let's switch on to the another one. See, one of the most important and a well-known writer, author in this stream of consciousness novel is Virginia Woolf. She has written many novels like Mrs. Dalloway, The Waves, Between the Acts, To the Lighthouse, and I think she is the first one who made this narrative mode very famous. She made this narrative mode very famous. Let's read that first. A far more exciting use of stream of consciousness technique was made by Virginia Woolf. She wrote 4 remarkable stream of consciousness novels: Mrs. Dalloway, To the Lighthouse, The Waves, and Between the Acts. She followed, as far as she is concerned, she followed stream of consciousness technique with slight variations, then followed by James and Dorothy Richardson. Let's move on to the next one, please. Okay, as we know that when the one school or the one narrative mode becomes famous, there are the critics who criticize as well, right? We have the 2 points, +1 and the -1. Some of the critics have the objections, to these stream of consciousness technique. What are these objects? We will see. So let's read them first.
It's criticism.
Criticism of the stream of consciousness technique. Objections made by the critics. The stream of consciousness novel is limited in its future, and the characters in Ulysses and To the Lighthouse are no more possible. This is in regard to when we say that the stream of consciousness novel is limited in future, we are talking about what Mr. Joseph says. It is limited in future by its invariable application to the neurotics. I am reading it again. It is limited in future by its invariable application to the neurotics, right? And the second objection, the aspects of the stream of consciousness literature which emphasize the neurotics and a Freudian sex life are not what distinguish it. One might argue that the characters in Ulysses and To the Lighthouse are no more possible. Here when I am saying that it is no more possible, I am not saying that the people are no more, or there are no people or no woman like Mrs. Dalloway, right? What I want to say is that abnormality, that unusuality is present nowadays very commonly. So the every normal people is abnormal to certain level in the present time as well, right? So when in the 20th century this certain level of abnormality, unusuality was making it different, but nowadays it is common, and that is why we say that the characters like Mrs. Dalloway is no more possible. The next slide, please. The future of stream of consciousness novel. This technique enjoyed its heyday from 1915 to 1941. Its influence did not come to an end with the publication of Between the Acts. Major novelists of today should attempt to wed stream of consciousness to an adequate conception of structure. See, once again, when here I am saying, if you want to continue the stream of consciousness narrative, if you want to use it nowadays, what you need to do is you need to care for a well neat plot, well organized structure, right? As we have seen earlier as well, that when a writer is using a stream of consciousness narrative, they don't care for the plot, they don't care for the well organized structure. But if you continue to do that, that is not possible, right? So if in the future, if you want to have if you want to use this narrative technique, you need to be the well organized in the plot and in the structure.
Now I will go for the stream of consciousness technique in Indian English literature. With the publication of Anita Desai's first novel, Cry the Peacock, in 1963, this technique came into its own in India. Many other Indian novelists followed her footsteps and brought out excellent novels of genre. After this, I will also go for major works in the stream of consciousness technique. So, let's see further. Major works. Major works in stream of consciousness technique. First, To the Lighthouse. This is one of the most famous novel of stream of consciousness technique by Virginia Woolf. It is set on an unnamed island. Major characters are Mr. Ramsay, Mrs. Ramsay, James Ramsay, Lily Briscoe. She has assembled a strange pattern of symbolic ideas and inconsequent stream of thoughts. Now, I would like to ask Urvashi Madam, what are your views regarding stream of consciousness technique in this novel, particularly To the Lighthouse?
For me, as far as I am concerned, I feel that this is one of the best novel of Virginia Woolf in this narrative mode. This novel is divided into three parts, right? The first one is the windows, the second one is time passes, and the third one is the lighthouse. So in the third part, they went to the visit the lighthouse again, right? And there are so many touching episodes of Mrs. Ramsay. Pain, excitement, everything is present in those. The series of the thoughts, the series of the experiences of the characters like Mrs. Ramsay, the way Lily Briscoe feels after again going to the same place.
Same place,
right?
yes.
That is important.
Now I would like to explain The Waves, which is also one of the most important. It is Virginia Woolf's most experimental novel. Characters present themselves from childhood to old age through the series of soliloquies, but each voice seems Mrs. Woolf's own. Here she suggests in this novel that personality has no existence apart from society which it develops. Here also I would like to question Urvashi Madam that can you explain any other work of James Joyce in this technique particularly?
The other well-known book of James Joyce is, I think, Portrait of an Artist, but I don't think it is in this narrative mode. But there is one more less famous. It is not as famous as Ulysses. Is Finnegan's Wake. It is also one of the most important novel, and in this book, it is the study of the human race. It is the history of the human race. I think, but the most important novel of James Joyce is, for me, of course, the Ulysses in this narrative mode.
Okay, and can you throw some light on how do Virginia Woolf and James Joyce differ in their writing as far as this stream of consciousness technique is concerned?
As far as James Joyce is concerned, he is related to, or for him, the human relationship is important. For James Joyce, human relationship is important.
It's very important.
As far as the symbolism is concerned, Virginia Woolf uses the symbols, right? Symbolist manner. As far as the organized pattern or structure, at some level we find in Virginia Woolf, even if it is unorganized, we find some kind of organism, a structure in her novels.
So I would go to the summing up. So here is the summing up of the stream of consciousness. Stream of consciousness is basically a modernist narrative technique that gives the impression of a mind at work, jumping from one observation, sensation, or reflection to the next. The term was first coined by William James. The influence of thinkers and psychologists like Sigmund Freud, Jung, and Henry Bergson can be seen on this technique. It was developed by novelists like Dorothy Richardson, James Joyce, Virginia Woolf, and William Faulkner in the first part of the 20th century. Ulysses, To the Lighthouse, Mrs. Dalloway, Sound and Fury, and The Waves are the important stream of consciousness novels. So, here we have seen how stream of consciousness technique works and how the modern novelist uses them as a technique very important as far as the characters, the mind of the characters and the readers are concerned. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Sandhan, All Gujarat Integrated Classroom.
સેટેલાઇટના માધ્યમથી જોડતી કડી એટલે સંધાન.